I'm sure most of us are going to love the way that the inside of this Nexus RV looks like I do, but what's even more important is the different features that they put into the build quality of this that really rise it up above a lot of the other products that this will compete with. Let's go take a look. What's up, y'all? Welcome back to another video. For y'all that are new here, my name is Myles with Firmly Unbound, and we are here at Motorhome Specialist today in Alvarado, Texas, which is just south of Fort Worth, taking a look at this Nexus Phantom 23T. Now, you'll be able to see the floor plan layout and the specs on the screen. For some reason, if you click the link down below in the description or comments of this video, on Motorhome Specialist website or Blue Compass RV's website, as they are both in the same family, have this listed as a 23P, P as in Paul, although here on the Motorhome it says 23T, T as in Tom. So just something to keep in mind. I don't know why there was that reason there for whatever happened that it got, listed the wrong way, but just for you to be aware of if you're going online trying to find it. And this thing here is definitely a just easy to get up and go camping in style motorhome. No slide outs or anything like that to deal with, and definitely built a cut above. But before I get into that, let me let you know real quick, I'm here at Motorhome Specialist here in Alvarado, Texas. This is like a motorhome shopper's dream dealership. It is the largest motorhome dealership in America. They have hundreds of motorhomes here. I mean, their property expands well out of eye vision here beyond that building, where there is just hundreds of motorhomes back that way. And obviously you see them all along this side. Almost all of their inventory is plugged in for you to come take a look at, and you can just hop on a golf cart yourself and go ride around. And it is, I mean, literally the dream place to shop for a motorhome. So you'll love it if you're able to come by this Alvarado store. If not, they are part of the Blue Compass RV family, and you can always click the link down below in the description or comments to find your next RV at anywhere across the country, as they have over 100 different dealerships in 33 different states. So go take a look at that. Now, some things that really make this Nexus RV different before we step inside are, one, this has a steel cage that is built around this motorhome. That is something that you typically only see in very high-end Class A motorhomes. Almost every other RV, like you see along here, have aluminum frames that build the cage of this RV. This has a steel cage, so way stronger. It's over 70% stronger than aluminum, which is a very substantial difference there. So that is really impressive. You also have aluminum running boards down here for your footsteps on your driver and passenger entry. And then it has a fiberglass roof. So instead of just doing a TPO style roof or a rubber roof, it has a actual fiberglass roof up there. So that is going to be a single sheet of fiberglass, basically the same thing as your sidewall and rear wall, which is going to have much more rigid strength over time and prevent, roof damage from occurring. So very significant things that you're getting on this motorhome with all that. You also have frameless windows, which gives it a very clean look. Some of your less expensive motorhomes that are like this won't have frameless windows. You have the frameless windows though. You do have a hitch off the back, so this is a hitch that is rated for 7,500 pounds and a 750 pound tongue weight, so you can tow off the back there. And we'll get to the rest of the outside once we finish up going through the inside. It also has an Asdel composite sidewall, so one, keeps your sidewalls more lightweight, and two, keeps them water resistant, so you don't have to worry about water damage. Now, as we step inside here, again, this is a no slide out Class C motorhome. So because it has no slides, we're going to get this layout here where you have your dining area, you have your dinette table, has a blue leather here, and this is a very soft leather material. Definitely like what they're doing here. Now, I have the standard lens here on the camera so you can get a look around with this just regular view. See your walkway through this space, and then I am going to slap on this slightly wider angle lens so we can get a little bit more information in the frame. Pop that on right there. Doesn't widen it out too much, but just a little bit. Now, let me start up with the driver's cab area before we work our way back. In the driver's cab, it is going to have cloth seats here. So one advantage to cloth seats is you just don't have to deal with them getting hot and cold like leather seats will. You have this middle console here. If this is feeling bulky and like it's getting in your way, you can actually pop this whole thing out if you want, but that's where you have your cup holders and some storage space. It's a Ford E350 chassis, so It's a pretty standard, you know, driving chassis up here. You do have a 7-inch display monitor with Bluetooth Connect, of course, and you have a little spot here for just some storage and coins, and it's pretty simple and straightforward. You have your cruise control settings over here, and that is just about it. Nothing, you know, too abnormally crazy about the driver's cab. Now up above here, you have your bed that goes all the way across, so going to be about 96 inches wide or so, and you have a huge TV up top, and this TV will swivel around, so you can see it has a 2-tier swivel system, and you can basically get this positioned where you can see it pretty much anywhere in the RV except for maybe if you're in the back corner of the bed. So you have that space there. Back behind the TV, not really anything back there except your outlet, so another plug along the back, and then that can sit up against the wall. This part will flip over, so when you want to make this area into a full bed, it's pretty heavy because it does have a thick wood backing on it. This will flip over and drop in, so now you have your bed there. So even if, you know, you want to bring kids along with you, or you're a family looking to RV travel, this still can work as a family-friendly motorhome, even though it doesn't have like a designated bunk bed space, or is not all that large, as you have this additional space up here. Outlets, USB ports, pull down blackout shade, and this privacy curtain that is definitely more quality. This is like a real thick, nice material here that feels much more premium than what you typically get on Class C motorhomes. As we work our way along, storage through here, these are strut assisted doors, so they stay open on their own. See, that goes all the way through. Pull down blackout shades on these windows. You have your light fixtures up above here, 2 cup holders, and this nice Nexus RV bag that has all of your owner's guide information in it that you will need. Of course, this table can also drop down into a bed. It is a legless dinette table, so you don't have to worry about hitting your legs on anything getting in and out of here. You have outlet down underneath there, and even the base parts of these are wrapped in this leather material. I'm sure it's not real leather, it's like that pleather material, but still nonetheless. And the base underneath your dinette table also wrapped, so giving it a nice clean look. And you can see your storage underneath there. Pretty nice. And those are actually Velcroed down so they don't just slide around for you. Going to give you a more comfortable seating space where this isn't sliding and shifting while you're going up and down the road. So we turn to the left. You're going to have some flip up additional countertop space, always important in a motorhome of this size. Down here we have a battery disconnect switch. You can see your porch lights, your living room lights, and various different light switches here. Those are all mostly going to be outside lights, I believe. Yeah, pretty much all those are going to be for the outside. This is your 30 amp solar charge controller panel, and then your heat is ran through the cabinetry. You do have a safety light here, and you'll have your house batteries underneath the step. You have more light controls here for the interior space, and then your water pump controls, and your start and stop switch for your generator, plus your battery and water tank levels. Storage space up there, more storage around here, adjustable shelving. Single basin stainless steel sink, not the largest sink ever, but you can see the size there with my hand in it, and it does have a pull-out faucet. Outlets, USB ports. You have your window here. It has a black blind on that, so fire resistant blind. 3-burner gas stove, so nice big cooking surface that you have, and then it does of course have the cover as well if you want to use this for countertop space. Like the handles that you have on the cabinetry, a nice, you know, pretty neutral color on the cabinets, and then a pull-out drawer underneath that space. Because there's no oven, you get some additional pull-out shelves here, so really going to help maximize your storage. I think that's, you know, how it should be in motorhomes this size. There's really no need for an oven if you can get a microwave and a stove and then use some sort of outside cooking surface. Would have been nice maybe to have like a air fryer combination in this microwave, but this is a residential size microwave that you have here, and it has the metal tray in it, which, I mean, it doesn't show any indication of having any sort of air fryer or convection oven combination on here, but I don't know. I didn't know you could even put a metal tray like that in a microwave. So interesting. So that'll be your whole kitchen space. We move around this way. Love to see this now in the motorhome area where you have this refrigerator and freezer. Opens up like so. So you can get to it from right there. But let's say you just got out of bed. you also can open it from right here. So it opens from both sides. Absolutely love that. That just makes sense in a confined space like this. It's an ever-chill refrigerator. And then as I look up, you can see your lighting down the middle. You have your AC right here. It is a ducted AC, or it can just dump out of this space. I actually had it set to do that as it's been cooling down today and at a very comfortable temperature. It is a little bit of a noisier AC, so if you like a white noise while you're sleeping, you'll definitely get it with that AC there. Nice deep pantry, adjustable shelving all through this space. You can see all the different shelves. And then you have 2 pull-out drawers by your bed. This base of the bed does lift up, so you can actually get underneath here. Typically can't do this very often in most motorhomes. And you can see your water tank there, and you have your water filtration system and some of your, electrical wires and heat ducting all underneath that space. Then you have your bed back in the corner. Now, one thing that may deter a few people from a floor plan like this is the fact that this bed will be a little bit difficult to make in the morning. So if that's something that concerns you, that's something just to be aware of. You have pull down blackout shades, storage space up here. I know everybody's different with their sleeping arrangements. If it were me and I was living or sleeping in a motorhome like this, I would just keep some, bed sheets on the bed. And then I would probably use just a blanket that I would fold every morning as like my main blanket to sleep under. That way I'm not really having to mess with making the bed all that often, but I also don't feel the need to like get under a set of sheets and everything like that to sleep. And maybe people are different. You have some reading lights up here. They can be maneuvered around to point down or however you would like. 2 outlets underneath there and storage all the way around. You also have a vent up above this area. Controls for your AC right by the bed and your light switches. Going into the shower. Oh, the other thing that's really nice about this motorhome, y'all, that is definitely worth pointing out, that's a small little touch. There's actually no lip here stepping up into any portion of this motorhome, so it's all one flat floor. So that's something that a lot of people will appreciate, is a lot of Class C motorhomes have a lip somewhere where you have to step up, where this one does not. Going back into the bathroom, I really like the look of this bathroom. Love the LED light underneath there, gives it a nice touch. You have your countertop space, medicine cabinet storage, storage underneath the sink. And then it's kind of interesting. Let's see, I'm gonna have to sit on this toilet and see how it feels. It's elevated up a bit. Storage space here. This is a really tall ceiling in this bathroom and in the motorhome in general. Oh yeah, when I sit on this toilet, I mean, I'm 6'2", 6'1" with my shoes off, and if you're under 5'11", 5'10", your feet might not even touch the floor, which might be a little interesting. If you're shorter, certainly under 5'10", I would imagine your feet might not even touch the floor, which would be interesting. I guess you have the lip there. You could put your feet on the lip, kind of make it like a little squatty potty. So I guess that would work, but you might have to come try it yourself. It's a porcelain foot flush toilet. Then you have your shower back in here. Love the way that they laid in this area behind the shower. It didn't just give it that plastic look. It has that tile look to it, even though it is just stuck on there. It has a nice finish to it. It is a step up into the shower, so you can see the lip down here. You'll step up over. It's probably about 8 to 10 inches tall. And ceiling height in here is fantastic, y'all. Ceiling height, I didn't bring my tape measure, unfortunately, but to here it's got to be about 6'6", probably about 6'9", 6'10" into the skylight. This sits nice and high. It's well over my head. I wouldn't even have to duck to get underneath that. However, should be noted, you close your curtain. It's a nice flexible material here. We like that. But the shower head does sit above there, so just be careful not to splash a bunch of water all over your motorhome. But love that this is a flexible one that kind of radiuses out, so it gives you more, elbow width and shoulder width here in this shower. All in all, this is a great shower. I really, really like that. That's plenty comfortable space and not really expected for a motorhome this size. You have your tankless on-demand water heater controls here and your outlet. Safety light right when you walk out, so you have, show you on the camera. You have your safety light down there. And then of course, you gotta have your wardrobe storage. So you have 3 pull-out drawers. Look at how big those drawers are. You could fit, gosh, me alone, I feel like I could fit a at least a week's worth of clothes in just one of these drawers, I would think. Could definitely pack these full of clothes. And then you have a spot to hang your clothes, plus your ladder to get up onto the bunk here in this closet. So lots of storage space in total. Ceiling height in here has got to be about 7 feet tall. I mean, it just feels so spacious inside here. It's a really nice color tone. It's a little bit more on the warm side, and then the blue just gives it some nice character inside of this motorhome. Definitely feels different than other stuff you step foot in, and I really like the look of the, you know, blue leather work that they did with, you know, it's almost like a white cabinet, but it has the wood grain in it, so it gives it more of like an off-white look, almost like a cream look, and just feels really nice. Now, I believe that's everything inside of this motorhome, so if I missed anything, let me know. No slide outs on here to mess with, so very easy. Again, this is just a get up and go type of motorhome. So let's step outside real quick, take a look at some of the stuff on the outside. For the people that are still here, oh, and the price. Oh, I haven't even got to the price yet. Y'all are probably sticking around waiting for the price. Let's get to that before the people that aren't nerds about the outside can go on with their day or go watch another video. This thing here on Motorhome Specialist website has the price of $92,399 marked out. So that's what they had it advertised at. And you can see the MSRP there is $131. So you can contact Motorhome Specialist, or you can go through Blue Compass's website. There's a link down below in the description or comments of this video to find exact pricing on this, but gonna be right around $90,000, which seems like a pretty dang good deal to me for a motorhome like this, especially with the construction elements we talked about at the beginning. Down under here you have your propane bottle, so that's where you will fill and have access to your propane. Outlet here, of course, you have an awning along this whole side. These are where all the light switches go to that were flipped off out on the inside of that door, but you have a light here, light underneath the awning, and other safety lights here along the side. Tankless on-demand water heater, and then nice large storage space with a light in here. So that's all going to be underneath the bed. Nice big space outside. You can put things like a sewer hose through the bumper and store those there. It does have a fiberglass, they kind of call it like an eyebrow or an eyelash type of extension off the back side. Backup camera, brake and reverse lights off the back, 30 amp power connection, single AC. Here's your inlet for your tank fill, so you can see if you want to have your winterize, you point it down. If you want to fill the freshwater tank, to the left. Your dry camping, point it up. And if you're using a city water connection, like a campsite that has water on it, turn it to the right. And then this is your spot to plug in a hose to do any of those different things there. Storage space underneath here, and then this does have a transfer switch and your inverter underneath this space. Outdoor shower, hot and cold water in that outdoor shower. Dump station down underneath here, so all your water tanks, black and gray tanks, will dump from this spot there. Spot to fill your gas, and then underneath here it looks like we have a Yamaha generator. It's the MPS 4500 generator, so 4500 watt generator there. And finally, last door, you have your coach batteries underneath here. And that is everything, y'all. Again, this is the Nexus Phantom 23T, listed as the 23P, P as in Paul on their website for whatever reason, but it is the 23T, T as in Tom. That's all I got for y'all. Let me know what you think down below in the comments, and until next time, live firmly unbound.